Okay, so I know this is chopped up a little bit weird, but I wanted to get back to you because I just finished watching the CMA Awards tonight, and I feel like I'm a crying mess. I don't know. Something about Carrie Underwood's voice brings me to tears, and watching Vince Gill accept the Irving Wall Award tonight, he's such a selfless, humble dude, and I think the whole evening was amazing. Some of the performances were kind of weird, like why did we have to have Ariana Grande come out on stage with Little Big Town? But I mean, whatever, it was pretty cool, and she was amazing, and I love me some good top 40. I love pop, but does it really belong at the CMAs? I don't know. But one of my favorites tonight, Meghan Trainor and Miranda Lambert. I've been looking forward to that for so long, and it was so cute, and I love both of their dresses, and I wish I could dress just like them and wear heels sky high like that and not fall over. It would be pretty amazing. But again, top 40, like, do we need this crossover in country music right now, or should we have just had Taylor Swift, who is country background, that just happens to have a pop album out right now? But you know, what do I know? Big night, lots of big winners. Hope this wasn't a big spoiler for you. Blake and Miranda, of course, took both male and female Best Vocalist of the Year, respectively. So they're going to be one happy household tonight, doing whatever they're doing. And then, of course, their best friend, Luke Bryan, taking home Entertainer of the Year. So super excited. Congratulations to them. And I think what I love about country music so much is that all of the artists thank country radio. And I know it's not directly towards me or to you, the fan of, you know, radio, country radio, but it kind of feels like it. And it feels a little special, like, put it in my heart. I love it. So couple of ads this week, actually kind of a lot. I heard you about Florida Georgia Line. You guys were super excited about them, and they took home a big award tonight as well. So we added Sundays, and you know what that song is. It's gonna make us hate ourselves throughout winter because we're just gonna be wishing it was summertime. Josh Turner also came out with a new one. It's called Lay Low. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, but we're throwing it in there, and I would actually like to know what you think. It's kind of it's cute, but I would like to know what you think about Josh Turner and Lay Low. Toby Keith also has a new song out, actually a new album, the title track off of his new album, Drunk Americans. This one's pretty reminiscent of his song, I Love This Bar. I mean, it's lyrically almost identical, and as far as musically goes, it's just slower, but good song, and I think you'll like it, and then you'll be like, oh, I want to listen to I Love This Bar again, because you know all the words to that one. I know you do. One I'm really excited about, Tyler Farr has a song out called A Guy Walks Into a Bar, and this one kind of will take you back to like 80s heavy power ballad stuff, really heavy on the guitar, and it's kind of sweet. I think you'll like it. Tyler Farr, A Guy Walks Into a Bar, one of my new favorite ad this week. So, okay, and as I said before, we're just going to cut to my conversation with Denny Case in the studio earlier. No wine this week, but still looking for suggestions. So if you've got anything good that you want me to try, I want to know what it is. So send it my way. You can email it to me through the website, xcountry1065.com, or you can tweet it or Snapchat it or Instagram it at me. All those handles are at Maggie on the radio. That's Maggi on the radio. Hey, what's going on, X Country? It's Maggie, and joined by Denny today
for another how you doing?
Wino Wednesday Chat. This one's a little bit different because I really wanted to get you in the studio today. So
and I don't see any wine.
I know. We're not allowed to drink on the air.
That whole being at the job thing.
I
get it.
But I just wanted to like catch up with you and see what's going on with you, because I know we haven't really, besides our karaoke last week, we haven't really spent a lot of time together. So
and we still have some of that here too. By the way,
there is so much candy, and I think I'm down to like 5 pieces a day, but there's still so much left.
I'm raiding the Smarties left and right.
So Tommy, you said you had quite an adventure. You had to go to the doctor yesterday.
Yeah, I'm.
Why? What's going on?
People can probably hear it on air right now. I'm a little raspy, sounding like Froggy on Little Rascals.
It's my grandpa.
That's right. I sound a little bit like this. I got a sinus infection, so I had to go to the doctor. and they had to stick me with a shot.
I don't want to get sick.
I don't think it's catchy.
We're like this close together, and you're like, I'm sick.
I had to go to the doctor to get tested for cooties.
What is it? Circle, dot, dot. Now you got the cootie shot. Do you remember that?
Even when you show up, they have to. You got to fill out forms now to state that you haven't been to Africa or anything.
Is that true?
Yeah, had to do it. I've heard from other people that they had to go through it, and I did too. You have to sign something and all that, and make sure that you don't have the Ebola.
Don't get Ebola. So you went to the doctor, and then what happened?
Well, I don't like needles. Never have, because
I love them. They're my favorite. Said no one ever.
It can
true,
go with tattoos, but that's different than getting medicine shot in you. But if it's in the arm, I'm cool with it. But if you have to give me a shot in the butt, I turn back into a chicken.
You had to get a shot in the butt?
They tried to. It's a shot that I have to get every 6 months for my sinuses.
Okay.
And the nurse comes in holding up the syringe, and she's like, drop them. This got to go in your backside. Right then, I'm trying to act like Mr. Tough Guy. I'm like, really? Then how come I get them every 6 months in the left arm? She says, well, what is it? I go, aren't you holding the syringe? Aren't you holding the syringe? Don't you know? Wouldn't you know? So I tell her what it is. She goes, oh, okay, that can go in your arm. So then I got that, and I could continue to act like Mr. Tough Guy. I didn't have to turn into a chicken.
Oh my God, I love that.
It takes
so
your
much.
dignity away from you and everything, having to drop your drawers and bend over, and it hurts. Hey, some people say, hey, it's more cushion. No, there's more meat to poke through, more meat to stab through. It's a tender area. Yeah, a trip with me to the doctor when I was a little kid, not fun.
Or with any little kid ever.
Just now.
So you didn't get it in the butt?
No.
That's a really
No, I'll leave it at that.
Are you going to be okay? Because part of the reason I wanted to talk to you is because you've got a lot coming up this week.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I went to the...
sick.
Sorry, but going to the doctor because I'm trying to get better before Saturday. Because I have to be on a stage singing in front of a lot of people.
Yeah, you're doing that thing, Singing for the Stars. What is that?
Yeah, and it's an honor to be asked to be in it. Casey Casa, local organization that fights against sexual abuse and everything. They're raising money. This is, I guess, the second year that they've done it.
That's so cool.
And they team up with what they're calling a pro. It's maybe somebody that's in a local band, sings for a local band, that kind of thing, with somebody who's well known in the community or a business owner or whatever. Me, I've got two things. I've got the Cool Cat and the Top Hat karaoke show plus X Country here. So we tie them together, and they came forth to me and asked if I'd do it. So I'm a ham. I'm willing to.
Yeah. And what are you going to sing? Can you say?
I'm going to be doing... they're teaming me up with a partner named Nicole Smokovich. I've met her, and she's a nice woman. And we're doing Neil Diamond's Cherry Cherry.
That'll be fun.
And I'm going to... I didn't really dress for the occasion. I didn't know we were doing this.
Right. You're good.
But back in the day, with my karaoke shows, I used to look like I raided Liberace's closet.
Nice.
I have a lot of sparkly stuff. And I have the same kind of shirts that Neil Diamond wears, the big sparkly...
So you're going to go costume now and everything?
You betcha. I'm gonna look like a walking disco ball.
Now, I know their tickets are like $15 or something, and the Majestic Theater doors open at 6 o'clock, and then performances start at 7. So for $15, not only are you doing a really good cause, you're doing a really great favor for good cause, but you get to see Cool Cat in the Top Hat / X Country 106.5's Denny Case dressed up. And
I didn't know, because folks that see me at night see me in the top hat.
Yeah.
Folks that see me for X Country things see me in a cowboy hat with the skull on it. But my partner says, I want to see the top hat on you. It's like, can do.
So, I love it.
But there's going to be an intermission after we all perform where each couple has to walk around with a bucket, and we're trying to get donations. So kind of like passing around the collection plate in church. But
oh my gosh.
It's all to try to raise more and more money for Casey Casa. At the end of the intermission, they're going to tell who raised the most money, because it's just a friendly competition. But they're not going to, just so there's no hurt feelings, not going to say who got the least or anything like that. But,
sure.
But so you pay the admission fee, and then come prepared to donate a couple bucks if you can to the cause.
So we'll make sure we drop it in your bucket.
I would love that. I would love that.
Hopefully there's not a hole in your bucket, dear Liza. Dear Liza.
My bucket's got a hole in it. There's some contestants that have never sang at all In fact,
Wow.
a member of our sister station, WKAN, Ron Jackson, is going to be he's going to be in this with his wife Lisa from Shades of Grey.
Oh my gosh.
And he's never sang publicly. Lisa's never heard him sing in all the years they've been married.
Oh
so
my
it's a big
gosh.
deal for that. And I can tell the song because they're being open about it. They're doing Unforgettable. Nat King Cole and Natalie Cole
Oh,
version.
that's so great.
So that's something I'm really looking forward to.
I think people will be forgiving for that song too.
Yeah. and I hear Ron's going to be in a tux.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've got some stiff competition right there.
All right. But we've seen you out doing your karaoke shows. Like you're a ham. You are.
I'm more shy in a small crowd than I am in front of a ton of people.
Right.
That's like backwards.
I know, but you can't like. I totally get that because you can't pinpoint anybody. Like you can't figure out like who's who. So you're just like, oh, they're all faceless and naked, right? That helps. That helps me.
That whole thing about imagining them in their underwear, not true. There's some out there I would never want to see that way. So I don't do that.
That note, we're gonna rewind a little bit too because Denny, you're doing your very first. Well, the first live show in kind of a while. You're going to be out at Shelby's tomorrow on Thursday.
Yeah, I've been with the X Country crew at quite a bit of live shows this summer. Kind of standing there and greeting the people. But the last one that I broadcasted at was the Bradley Fish Fry. So
yes,
it has been a while. That was the start of summer. Now here we are in November, the cold. There's a new business opening up for the video gaming, and it's called Shelby's. It's right here in Meadowview, close to our station, so we don't have to travel that far. And they've got beer and wine, and it's just a comfortable...
That's where we're going to have our wine. It's tomorrow over at Shelby's.
Okay.
Since we can't do it here.
Isn't that technically still at work, though?
I guess.
But I'm really looking forward to it. It sounds like a cool place. It's got some of the things you'd see in a bar, like the beer and the wine and the poker machines, but it's a comfortable atmosphere, and they say that it's a great alternative to the actual bar scene, which I'm very familiar with, and it's loud. So
It'll be awesome. Cool. So we're going to check you out tomorrow from 11 to 2 over at Shelby's. All the details are on our website, xcountry1065.com. I'm so glad that you came in. Thank you so much for letting me talk to you today.
Thanks. I've been wanting to get on one of these. I just a little busy sometimes.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again properly.
With the wine.
With the wine.
Or she'll have the
whatever.
wine. She'll have the wine. I'll have a flask.
Thanks for watching.